श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा बंदो मुई सावधान माते बंदो मुई सावधान माते जहार प्रसादे बाये बाबतौरियो जहां जहार प्रसादे बाये बाबतौरियो जहां कृष्ण प्राप्ति होई जहां होइते कृष्ण प्राप्ति होई जहां होइते गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते कौरिया क्या गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्या चित्ते कौरिया क्या आर न को रिहो मने आशा आर न कोरी हो मने आशा श्री गुरु चरण रति से उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरण रति से उत्तम गति जे प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेद गाय जहर चरित वेद गाय जहर चरित श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अदम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अदम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोक शिला प्रभुपाद लोकेरा जीवाना हा प्रभु कोर दोया देह मोरे पद छाया राधे कृष्ण हा प्रभु कोर दोया देह मोरे पद छाया जय राधे जय कृष्ण बेजाज गो सुप्रिभुवाना शिला प्रभुपाद पतित पावना दुआ पद लैला शरणा Ebeas gusu pribuvana Prabhu kor daya Deho more pad chaya प्रभु कोर दया देह मोरे पद छाया या प्रभुपाद पतित पावना दुआ पद लैला शरणा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 ओम विष्णु पधारा कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पशुपदिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्त वृंद जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय राधे जय कृष्ण जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन कालिंदी जमुना जया जय महावन केशी गात बंसी बटा द्वादश कानन जहाँ सब लीला कोयलो श्री नंदन नंदन श्री नंद जशोदा जय जय गोपगान श्री दामती जय जय धनुवत्सगान जया वृषभानु जया कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जय पूर्णमासी जय आबिरा नगरी जय जय गोपेश्वर वृंदावन जय जय कृष्ण सखा बटु द्विजराज जय जय राम घाट जय रोहिणी नंदन जय जय वृंदावन बस जट जान जय द्विज पत्नी जय नाग कन्यागान भक्ति ते जहरा पाइलो गोविंद चरण श्री रास मंडल जय जय राधश्याम जय जय रस लीला सर्वमनोरम जय ज्वलरास जय जय ज्वालारस सर्वरस सार पर किया भावे जहाँ ब्रजते प्रचार अभिजानव पाद पद्मा करिया स्मरण दीना कृष्ण दास को है नाम संकीर्तन। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar, Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitya Gaur Haribol, 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 Nitya Gaur Haribol. Jai Om Vishnupat Brahmhams Pravijagacharya Ashtotas Divine Grace Abhay Charnarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki. Jai Om Vishnupat Brahmhams Pravijagacharya Ashtotas Divine Grace Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Ki, Anand Koti Vaishnav Vrind Ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki. प्रेम से गौ श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, द्वारका धाम की, गंगा मई की, जमुना मई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री गौणिताय की, श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम जी की, श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर जी की, नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की, शिला प्रभुपाद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So this is reading from our Srila Prabhupada, a friend to all. And this particular passage was written, or was the interview with Sripad Bhaktivedanta Vaishnava Maharaj. He said, Swami Maharaj, he's referring to Srila Prabhupada, Swami Maharaj met with Dr. Radhakrishnan in Rashtrapati Bhavan and requested him to give a letter of recommendation to enable him to get a visa. Dr. Radhakrishnan skeptically questioned Swami Maharaj, what will be the result of preaching in the foreign country? And he did not give the letter Swami Maharaj needed. At that time, Dr. Radhakrishnan discussed Vaishnava religion with Swami Maharaj. You are the president of this India, Swami Maharaj said to him, but what are you doing for its benefit? There are so many dacoits and others here, but you are not punishing them. What is the essence of your mood? You should be like Narada Rishi with Valmiki. Valmiki was a hunter, but took the Ram Nam. Mahaprabhu even saved Jagai and Madhai. What are you doing about this? My advice is that you should hear the Srimad Bhagavatam and then tell Hari Katha to the public as a medicine to cure their disease. After that, they made an experiment. Dr. Radhakrishnan arranged for Swami Maharaj to give Bhagavatam Pravachan in the local jail for a week, or perhaps it was a month. Afterwards, Dr. Radhakrishnan was so pleased, he arranged for him to get the visa for going abroad. Swami Maharaj did this all alone. I heard him tell the story to Srila Keshava Maharaj. Swami Maharaj used to tell us, if I go to the foreign countries, they will be very angry with me, so I will treat them as Nittai Prabhu dealt with Jagai and Madhai, with Hari Bol. They are like beasts, and they should be transformed into men. I must help to encourage them to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and to avoid eating flesh and drinking intoxicants. In this way, they may become human beings. Leslie, we forget who we were. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this is our big week coming up to Janmashtami on Saturday, and there is always so much to do this week. Anyone who has any time who would like to do any service at all, please just call the office or see Keshava, and we'll plug you into something. I want to mention Thursday will be an especially busy day. First of all, the village of Vrindavan starts to set up. We're trying to get some of them to come over and set up our big tent because of the rains that we're going to have the next couple of days. We can't set up the tent yet. And the KCF building is going to be bulldozed, scheduled for Thursday. But first we have to go in and take out the furnishings. He'll bulldoze the whole building, but we have to have all furnishings out. And, it's a big job for Keshava to do by himself. So we need some help on Thursday morning to help pull furnishings out of that house. If anyone's available when they're not putting up the tent and putting up the village of Vrindavan. And there's lots of other things. There's cookie baking, there's cookie boxing up, there's all kinds of prasadam, there's extra work in the kitchen, extra work around. The tents need to come down today. There's just so many things. So please just let us know if you have any time at all. Reminding parents, it doesn't have to be parents, it could be grandparents or aunts or uncles or anyone to sign up for the children's activities on Saturday. We do need every line filled up so that we can put out the full production. We can't do it unless we have guarantee that there will be volunteers all the time over there. Okay, these are the devotees who assisted their spiritual master addressing the deities today. Shishi Radhasham Sundar Jayanti Devi Dasi, Chota Radhasham Sundar Guru Prasad Devi Dasi, Shri Krishna Balaram Nanda and Vani Devi Dasis, Chota Krishna Balaram Leela Devi Dasi, Shri Gornitai Madhuri Gopi Devi Dasi, Chota Gornitai Kaveri Devi Dasi, Gurus and Lord Nishingadev Avaduta Natai Das. And Gopaswami Prabhu is giving class this morning. C'est très bon.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Yashodanandana Brajaranarandana Yashodanandana Brajaranarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Jai Gopi Janavallabha Girivaridhari Gopi Janavallabha Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bonjour. Yes, it's
what's his Rajesha, my roommate, is distributing newspapers at night for his job. I read, and today is the open doors in the Alliance Française. You know Alliance Française? French Alliance. It's an organism, all over the world, spreading French language and culture. So there was a big title in the newspaper yesterday. Tomorrow. Yeah, in Gainesville. Yeah. There's an open door today for the Alliance Française to spread French language and French culture. Oh, let's start. Hare Krishna. Okay. So Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 72, the slaying of the demon Jarasandha. It's verse 41. I will speak on the last verse, 46. There is a purport by Prabhupada. So I first read alone the Sanskrit and the translation of the other verses. Sancintyari vadopayam bhima syamoga darshana darshayamasa vitapam patayaniva sangyaya. Yeah, everybody can read. Translation. Having determined how to kill the enemy, that Lord of infallible vision made a sign to Bhima by tearing in half a small branch of a tree. Amoga Darshan. You have here Amoga Virya Prabhu, right? You don't see. And there is also an Amoga Lila. And here is Amoga Darshan. Now, the Supreme Lord whose vision is infallible. Okay, next verse together. Tad Vigyaya Mahasadvo Bhima Praharatam Vara Grihitva Padayok Patayam Asabhutare. Translation. Understanding this sign, mighty Bhima, the best of fighters, seized his opponent by the feet and threw him to the ground. Verse 43. Ekam padam padakramya dobyam manyam pragyasa kudata patayam asa shakamiva mahagaja. Bhima pressed down on one leg with his foot while grabbing Jarasandha's other leg in his hands. And just as a great elephant might break the branch of a tree, Bhima tore Jarasandha apart from the anus upward. 44. Eka padoru vrishana kati prishta stanam sake eka bhavakshi brukarne shakale dadrishu praja. The king's subjects then saw him lying in two separate pieces, each with a single leg, thigh, testicle, hip, shoulder, arm, eye, eyebrow, and ear, and with half a back and chest. Wow. That reminds me, I was a medical student, so when we were doing, dissection, like that, really reminds me of that, That's how I became a devotee. I was aware of it. The day I was supposed to do that, I really saw that. The body is a thing, is something. There was somebody there, behind the eyes, and he spent his whole life to feed this belly. It was open like this, and just the belly would eject this, and again, wow, Okay. Yes, please. Verse 45. Together. Ha ha karo maha asin niyate magadeshvare pujayam asatu bhimam paribhaya jayachuto. With the death of the Lord of Magadha, a great cry of lamentation arose, while Arjuna and Krishna congratulated Bhima by embracing him. Verse 46. Okay, let's do it together also. Okay? Saha devam tattanayam bhagavan bhuta bhavana abhyashinchadame yatma magadanam patim prabhu mochayam asarajanyan samrudha magadenaye. Oh, we do it 3 times, huh? It's nice. Again. Saha devam tattanayam bhagavan bhuta bhavana abhyashinchadame yatma magadanam patim prabhu mochayam asarajyanan samrudha magadenaye. One more time. Saha devam tattanayam bhagavan bhuta bhavana abhyashinchadame yatma magadanam patim prabhu mochayama sarajyanyan samrudha magadenaye. Sahadevam. Name Sahadev. Tat. His Jarasandhas. Tanayam. Son. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Bhuta, of all living beings. Bhavana, the sustainer. Abhyashinchat, coronated. Ameyatma, the immeasurable one. Magadanam, of the Magadas. Patim, as the Master. Prabhu, the Lord. Mochayamasa, he released. Rajanyan, the kings. Samrudha, imprisoned. Magadhena, by Jarasandha. Ye, who. Translation. The immeasurable Supreme Personality of Godhead, the sustainer and benefactor of all living beings, coronated Jarasandha's son, Sahadev, as the new ruler of the Magadha. The Lord then freed all the kings Jarasandha had imprisoned. Purport. Srila Prabhupada writes, it's Prabhupada's writing Krishna book, the purport. Although Jarasandha was killed, neither Krishna nor the 2 Pandava brothers made a claim to the throne. Their purpose in killing Jarasandha was to stop him from creating a disturbance against the proper discharge of world peace. A demon always creates disturbances, whereas a demigod always tries to keep peace in the world. The mission of Lord Krishna is to give protection to the righteous persons and to kill the demons who disturb a peaceful situation. Therefore, Lord Krishna immediately called for the son of Jarasandha, whose name was Sahadev, and with due ritualistic ceremonies, he asked him to occupy the seat of his father and reign over the kingdom peacefully. Lord Krishna is the master of the whole cosmic creation, and he wants everyone to live peacefully and execute Krishna consciousness. After installing Sahadev on the throne, he released all the kings and princes who had been imprisoned unnecessarily by Jarasandha. Thus ends the purpose of the humble servants of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, to the 10th canto, 72nd chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Slaying of the Demon Jarasandha. So, a little word on this Atma, Ameyatma, the immeasurable Supreme Personality of Godhead. Start the translation of the verse. So in Krishna book, Prabhupada speak on that verse, saying like the demons, they always try to measure the opulence of the Lord. But the devotees, Sri Prabhupada says, devotees just are very happy to surrender happily and glorify the Lord. So, Ameyatma, the immeasurable Supreme Lord. Yeah. We're in these times where we are celebrating the advent of the Lord, Lord Balaram, Lord Krishna, and it's immeasurable. You know, we had just a very vague idea of what is God, who is God, but the Lord being naturally affectionate to his forgetful sons, conditioned souls. He doesn't cut the relationship, never, we know well. And more than that, he comes in his personal form. Lord Balaram, Lord Krishna. He comes in form that, we, in very minute, finite spirit, soul, consciousness, very, finite, yeah, and also very imperfect, being conditioned. We cannot have any idea of what is God, and certainly not of who is God. So he comes as Lord Balaram, and he's coming as Lord Krishna for Janmashtami to reveal clearly and completely who he is. That's a great mercy. We, by the mercy of Krishna and his devotees, the parampara, all of a sudden we get very closely acquainted with the personality of Godhead. In his personal, more than that, of course, in his original form at this time, many avatar, many form of the Lord are coming down to this world to reclaim us, conditioned souls, back home, back to Godhead. That's the real purpose of this world. Not that this world is meant for just struggle for life. As materialistic leaders try to impress upon everybody. Struggle for life. You have to earn more money in order to consommer, to enjoy more. Yeah. I think I'm going to give you a few, French lesson, some words, Yeah. Yes, that was our past leader's motto, travailler plus pour consommer plus. Sarkozy, work more in order to enjoy more. Yeah. It was actually it was work more so that I can enjoy more. Yes, leaders in general. Yes, confirmed. Yes, so it's leaders, that's their they're the main responsible. Like in the last BTG, Prabhupada was asked, why in India, pious land, Bharat Bhumi, so many, sufferings and troubles and degradation. And Prabhupada's answer was, leaders responsible. Most people are innocent leaders. They are killing our culture, our Vedic culture. They don't put anything instead. They don't know what to give. Anyway, okay, let's go back to the verse. So what are we going to speak about? I have my little notes. Okay. Yeah, a few times in this purport, the word peace, peaceful comes back. So I guess this is idea, the main idea that Srila Prabhupada wants to convey through this verse and purport, that Krishna consciousness and this world is meant to live a peaceful life in order to pursue our elevation in Krishna consciousness. And the little side effects of this world is that there is always some disturbances caused by demons wherever they are. So, yes, peaceful life. Actually, yes. We are not neither in hellish planets where and we are neither in the heavenly planets for just enjoyment for a few instants. Kshine punye matyalokam. No, we are here just to. We took birth on this Bhumandal, this planet, just for getting enlightenment, putting an end to our birth and death and rebirth and so on like that. Peaceful life. Life is difficult. Life is a lot of, difficulties, suffering, and it is a cycle. One lifetime, another lifetime, unending cycle of lifetimes, reincarnation. We are not the body. We are another body, another story before this one. And we're supposed to have another and many other stories after this lifetime. We, the soul, condition. So this is a great great news that we are not meant for that. We are, tamasoma, jyotir, gama. We are meant for light. Light means eternal life. No more, getting old and disease and rebirth. This is, I forget sometimes, the basic philosophy of Krishna consciousness, reincarnation. This is I remember when I, got aware of reincarnation, it was big, wow. It's, it's clear and it's frightening. We are carrying the burden of the reaction of our activities. Everybody is responsible. So it's a little frightening what is awaiting us. And And this morning the reading from Namamrita was about how to be relieved from this frightening existence, cycle of sufferings. And being separated from our Lord also, of course. The reading was how it is so such a relief, to just a faint light of chanting the holy name can free us from the reactions of all our sinful activities. So Haridas Thakur speaking to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. We all experience that, The Lord wants this lifetime as human beings, a human form of life. He wants very clearly that it has to be a peaceful life. That's a gift. Human life has to be peaceful. For what? For enlightenment. Once we reach Krishna, the holy name, Krishna consciousness, then we are freed. Basically, we're on the transcendental platform. Brahmabhuta prasanatmana sochati nakanchati samasameshu bhuteshu madgatim labate param. So when we are steady on this platform, the other verse, mam chayo vyabicharina, avyabicharina, very steady on the platform of chanting Hare Krishna with faith and devotion. Then, we see the material life like, it's like a ghost, living with us. Used to be very strong on us. We identify with it. Now we identify with it. It's still there, speaking to us, and it just goes away. But we are Dridhavrata, Yesham Dantakatam Papam. Once we're getting quickly freed from our conditionment, dualities due to past sinful activities, by faithfully, gratefully, attentively chanting and the holy name, being associated with the Lord, is completely transcendental. You have to. We know now who is Krishna in Tattva, Janma Karma, Janmastami. We know it's this person who was there on this earth 5,000 years ago, south of New Delhi in Mathura. This person is God. God came down in this world. This is, in one sense, it's it's fantastic. We are not used to this, even in our religious upbringing. We are not used to this idea of, God comes in, on earth, and wow, what a revelation when we got Bhagavad Gita and Sri Bhagavan Vacha, and then the Krishna book, the advent of Lord Krishna. Once upon a time, the earth being burdened by, and yes, God is Krishna. Krishna is God. And he came 5,000 years ago here, not in the sky, not in a voice. No, he came as a person to reveal his form. No more speculation, no imagination, no more denying that God exists as a person and we have a relationship with him. So, but it's also very natural. We're accepting wholeheartedly because why should we cut from him? He's very close to us. We are, he's the soul of our soul. So, we are the same nature, Satchitananda Vigraha, as the Lord. The soul, pure consciousness doesn't come from matter. Such, nonsense, stupid idea. You really have to be either really covered by ignorance or, rascal leader to say that, It's, we had this French scientist who got the Nobel Prize, Monod, Professor Monod, I remember, in the 60s. And the title of his book was Chance and Necessity. Yeah. Le hasard et la nécessité. Chance and necessity. Everything, the absolute scientific, materialistic truth is just chance and necessity. This is, where is chance in development of, intelligence, nature, consciousness? This is completely irrational. France is well known for being very, rational, Descartes, Cartesian, logical, We're going to kill all of these, religious people and kings and like that, revolution. Yeah. Well, this is, on the basis of, logical and rational. This is completely irrational. Real science is, sadvigyanam. It's, what you realize by purification, not bringing something outside. It is there. It's natural. It's just natural. You just have to, get away with all these conditionment. And, okay, let's go back to the... Okay. Yes, of course, peaceful life, shanti, Usually we against this, no, it's not shanti, impersonalist, shanti, and then right after that they go out and, someone, make a little scratch on their car and they get, what is a shanti, and then go away with a, secretary and, I don't know. But this time we have to follow Srila Prabhupada's, what he wants to convey. He said many times, peaceful life for Krishna consciousness. Of course, Lord Krishna, Arjuna wanted, in his so-called illusion, Arjuna wanted peaceful life. Shanti, I renounce, they are bad guys, but still, and Krishna pushed him. No, for good reasons, for my will, which is, all auspicious. You have to fight. No shanti. So, of course, but this time, one aspect has to be spoken about and understood as far as possible. The mission of Lord Krishna is to give protection to the righteous persons and to kill the demons who disturb a peaceful situation. Lord Krishna is the master of all cosmic creation. He wants everyone to live peacefully and execute Krishna consciousness. Yeah. So, well, many times there is the word peaceful, but the subject of the verse is about killing Jarasandha. So definitely, we know, life is more or less peaceful. Let's speak for the devotees, human beings, and especially the devotees. It's not a big thing to live today, and, should not be. There is, the life of a devotee, the priority of our life is to chant, the Lord's holy name, chant our rounds, and listen to Srimad Bhagavatam, take prasad with devotees, Tushyanticha, Ramanticha, discussing about Krishna. All this is quite, it's peaceful, it's not, and this is a priority, this is a main part of our life. We focus on that, we get more and more into that, and it becomes more and more easy to perform this practice of Krishna consciousness. And, in New Mayapur, Jai, let's go back to France. In New Mayapur, Srila Prabhupada gave a wonderful class. It's, well known. It's like, where is the difficulty? He was asking devotee, we were sitting on the grass with him, and it was very nice, We were listening to Srila Prabhupada. On the loudspeaker, he was also listening, chanting the Govindam prayers. And he was, Govind, and he was, everybody was very nicely. At the end, when the loudspeaker stopped, it was very nice. It was a sunny day. Everybody was happy. Prabhupada was very, nice with us. Relaxed. It was wonderful. And so the loudspeaker stopped, and Yogeshwar Prabhu, he said, Srila Prabhupada, you have the most wonderful voice of the whole universe. So everybody, Jai. And Prabhupada was like this. He said, yes. This is because his voice doesn't belong to this universe. The double cheer. It was very nice. And then he gave this class, yes, if you want to love Krishna, I recorded, during this class, he said 83 times the word love, Prabhupada is not like, rasa, saja, whatever, but 83 times. If you want to love Krishna, well, that was nice, Where is the difficulty? Where is the difficulty? Then he start to challenge us. So tell me, where is the difficulty? If you want to love Krishna, the verse was man, mana, bhavamat, bhakto, manyaji, like that. So, we try to find, we are forced to propose some difficulties. And Prabhupada, no. And at the answer, you see, and the last thing was, devotee said, Yogakshema vaham yaham. Because the answer was, but no Lakshmi, no money, no this, no that, problems with the mind, problems with leaders. And Prabhupada ultimately confirmed, yes, Yogakshema Bham Yaham. You know, Krishna said, one who worships me with love, devotion, in a serious and sincere way, I personally carry their preserve what they have and carry what they lack. Then Prabhupada said, there is a difficulty. You will not have any difficulty. Just man mana bhava mad bhakto. That's your work. That's your difficulty, if ever it is difficulty. You know, there is no difficulty. Just carry on this man mana bhava mad bhakto. Think about Krishna. Become a devotee. Because you cannot think of Krishna, you are not a devotee. So that was the good news, because sometimes I was thinking of Krishna, here and there. They say, oh, then I am devotee? Wow. And, you know, like that, Mamiyaji, Namaskuru. There is no difficulty, yes. It's little. We have to struggle a little, of course, you know, to focus on these nice activities, you know, get up early in the morning and chant attentively our rounds, and regularly hear Srimad Bhagavatam, you know, the transcendental pastimes of the Lord and His devotees. And in our life, where is our struggle against the disturbances? Actually, disturbances are our own. Just like in this story of Jarasandha. The whole story, you remember, you know, Lord Krishna was in Dwarka with everybody there, and then a messenger came, messenger of imprisoned kings by Jarasandha. So he asked, you know, please, can you come and, you know, kill the Jarasandha and free the kings? And then when Krishna actually freed them, or just a messenger said, what did he say? The message from the kings, oh, my dear Lord, our dear Lord Krishna, actually this Jarasandha is just an instrument of our own, the reaction of our own sinful activities. We were proud, we were leaders, you know, this and that. And he's an instrument as to the reaction of our own sinful activities. That was very, you know, and therefore we know that you alone can, you know, get us rid of that. We surrender unto you. Please, you know, give us this, you know, mercy. So our struggle against, as devotees, again, external disturbances, it's of course even better to consider that on one side they are being very much reduced by the mercy of the Lord. Tate nukampam susamik shamano. Yes, so like that, you know, we are not separating our Krishna consciousness, little endeavors, from our material endeavors either. We see it related. You know, Lord Krishna is there. He's not there only for, you know, performing Krishna conscious activities, bhakti yoga, but he's also there to make it easier for us, you know. And this verse is so nice, you know. Tate nukampam susamik shamano bhujate vat kripan vipakam. You know, and meanwhile, you know, rigvag vapobi vishatam namaste. We just have to always, in our heart, deeply, be always surrendered to the Lord. He's the cause of all causes. Therefore, everything which happened, one of you, they will hear, you know, something very difficult happened to his, you know, in his life, family. And he goes, well, everything is Krishna, therefore it's perfect. I take it like that. I was a little, wow, perfect. And how can he, you know, it's so, wow. I was impressed. Then I read somewhere, everything, because the Lord is the cause of all causes, everything is auspicious. Oh yes, I read that in the last BTG from, you know, Nagaraj Prabhu and Yamaraj. You know, the class of Srila Prabhupada, very interesting. Srila Prabhupada's class is about when Krishna, the Lord Krishna, leave Hastinapur. And the ladies of Hastinapur, he was there for, I think, 2 months. You know, they were very much in love with him, completely absorbed, you know, finally they could have darshan, you know. And when he left Hastinapur, you know, spontaneously there are tears coming out of their eyes, and they try to refrain these tears. So Srila Prabhupada speaks in this class in BTG, of course, of, you know, like, spontaneous expression of separation from the Lord like that. But he speaks also that because the ladies, they were considering, Lord Krishna is the cause of all auspiciousness. So tears, could be seen as something inauspicious. So they did not want to give any inauspiciousness to the Lord pastimes going away from Hastinapur. So they refrain their tears. So, the Lord is the cause of all auspiciousness for us. So for a devotee, little struggle against disturbances, like you have to make our material life smooth. We have to get a little strength from Lord Balaram. We pray to him 2 days ago, and every day we pray to him. Nayam Atma Bala Inena Labhya. Without Lord Balaram's spiritual strength, impossible to do it, Prabhupada said. Impossible. So, and he said, now you have Balaram. You have Krishna, Balaram, everything will be okay. That was for France and Europe, he said. For Europe, you have Krishna. So now in New Raman Reti, you have Krishna and Balaram, everything is okay, no problem. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram. Yeah, so just have, we have to get some strength for our spiritual life and material life also, that, get some work, family, as peaceful as possible, and everything will be all right. Follow. I am amazed. I am there now. I went through Brahmachari, Grihastha, and Vanaprastha, and I made it through that. I mean, it was just like the old fighters, when they're old, they remember the good old times, So I just remember the good old times, Brahmachari life, It was nice, traveling, with Indraduma Swami, distributing books, and Grihastha life, joking with, my wife and children, and I remember these things, and mainly I remember, always, I always chanted Hare Krishna, and likes hearing, Krishna's pastimes, and that carried me, some other. And now I have some different way of molding my life as Vanaprastha. The whole thing is, anyway, Hare Krishna. Yeah, okay. So what do you want to say or hear? I make a conclusion. I have two. Small one. So, peaceful life for executing Krishna consciousness, but there is a small price to pay for this peaceful, which is truth according to this verse and purport. There is a small price to pay for this peaceful Krishna consciousness, is to get away with the demons or sinful reactions or disturbances. And Lord Chaitanya, Krishna Vanam Disha Krishna Sango Pangashtra Parshadam. He came, we know, he did not kill demons. He kills, demoniac mentality everywhere. Sango Pangashtra Ashtra, his weapons, where his Parshad, his companion associates. We are some other, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we are his associates now, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. And we have to be a little careful. We have been given the gift of a peaceful life for executing Krishna consciousness, certainly. Our life would not have been so peaceful that it has been. And we have to be careful a little. And we have to also be aware of demons outside, demons inside. And, for that, we have to also carry on with the preaching. Lord Chaitanya's preaching, Srila Prabhupada's preaching, always. When I came here in New Raman Reti, I feel very, for the devotees, I feel very happy. Obviously it's a great gift of the Lord who, gave this situation so that the old, generation and new generation, middle generation can have a shelter, and, this is obviously a great gift. You can be together, make some friends with this one or that one, and come to festivals and get some inspiration when you need more. Anyway, it's a great gift. But it came from old generation, obviously, who were engaged in big fight. Today may not be a big fight, and it's Krishna's gift. But it came from old generation who were engaged in big fight. The 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s was, real fight, this book distribution and preaching like that, to kill the demoniacs through Prabhupada's books and whatever. And some or other now it's just like a little, how do you call that? In the war there is sometimes trêve, trêve. Truth. Anyway, yeah. Or in football games, okay, mid-time, and then again. So maybe it's like mid-time, truth now. But what is very nice here is that there is already, but there is a new generation, and you have children here with nice education, and this is very important because maybe those children or their children, they may have also to get into some struggle to fight away the disturbances, whatever they are. May not be always very, very peaceful, although we are not calling for that. But definitely this is life in this world. Sometimes it's a little peaceful. Hare Krishna. It was time maybe for many of us to but it will come back. It will come back. And you have children, and here it's wonderful to see that they are taken care of, the best you can, and actually in a nice way, better and better. So that was my, conclusion. Never forget about, this is a mood of the verse, Jarasandha, peaceful life, okay, but, beware, get always praying Lord Balaram, if there is need, get strength from him. Hare Krishna. So, if you would like to say or ask.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for your class. You mentioned about reincarnation, and then you nicely described how we have a wonderful life. But if we don't go back to Godhead, Prabhupada said that you can go back to Godhead in this very lifetime, but if we don't go back to Godhead because of some of these things, are we a failure for not being able to do it in this lifetime when everything's been given to us so nicely as you described?
No failure. There is no failure in Krishna consciousness. Krishna is called all auspiciousness. So there is no failure, and that was Srila Prabhupada's mood when I listened to all these classes, especially in, maybe the first years. It was even if you take to this movement, it's so nice. Or even if you leave for any reason, some past habits, bad habits like that, then there is no loss, no diminution. There is no loss, no diminution. And if we may, in this lifetime, we got rid a lot of burden, which was supposed to arrive, different stages of karma, and immediately, very quickly, Kshipra, very quickly, by chanting the holy name with full faith and devotion, at least deeply, with a desire for that, very quickly we get freed from a lot of, heavy reactions. And if we don't make it in this lifetime, when we will take birth again in this world, so many karma will be already gone. so many progress we have made in this life. Bad habits, material desires, offenses, so many things we, years after years, we don't see we are making progress, of course. We are not making big progress. But still, if we look back, if we were carried, like 10 years ago or 20, 40, wow, I really changed. I really got rid of many, doubts, material desires, offensive, anger, so many things. So if I have to, again, make a little more stage in this material world, wow, I will start much lighter. Can you not see the difference when you came to Krishna consciousness and when you are now? Even if it's just for 1 month and 1 year or 10 years, can you not see the difference? So we will not come back as we came first to Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada, and all the devotees for this purification by the process, by the sadhu sangha. Thank you so much, because we may fear that we have to come back again, but we are relieved of much of this fear, at least because we know that it will be so much lighter than this lifetime. It was not easy. You had a lot of things to get over in this lifetime, as the process of Krishna consciousness. Next lifetime, if it is, all that we have made, we will start, So definitely, it's not a failure. No, it's a great success. It's a great success. It makes of course, Prabhupada always said, in Sri Bhaktisiddhanta, do it, practice, to make it in this lifetime. You can make it. Not that we need, 3 lifetimes or 10 lifetimes or, take birth in Brahman families or in India. No. Just, Krishna consciousness is completely transcendental. We chant, the Maha Mantra, and we are immediately on the, we are with Krishna. And Krishna is, is transcendental. He's carrying us, with him back home, back to Godhead. So, it's so simple and so nice. And we made so much progress. Let's be positive sometimes. We made so much progress, individually, institutionally. It's so nice. Okay. So, I can go up to the point, let's come back, it will be nice. But still, many, probably some already, came back for another lifetime in, the association of devotees. Children, who knows? And their life is not that the one that we had or that they had. So no fear. Just consider going straight. Okay, it's time. Finish? So, this is one French devotee. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.